Hello everyone, this is Coach Dinosaur. Here is the part 2 and the finale of the master level endgame of the Bishop and Knight Checkmate. I will demonstrate on what has not been discussed in part 1 where the king goes far from what we have been demonstrated. Here we go. King D2 was discussed on part 1 and black responded with King D4, Bishop F3, King C4, Knight D3, and after King D4 we have Bishop C6. The pattern of the big L shape where the knight is on white square, the bishop should be on the white square also. And as you can see, uh, in part 1 there was an easy pattern where the black king was checkmated. So we will now discuss what if the king goes far from that pattern. So for example, in this position, black responded king e5. Here comes now knight d3, the same. So again, if king moves king d4, then we have part 1 discussion. But from here, we just say that black plays king f5. So we have here king f3. And again, the king cannot move on king e5 because there is a knight. So we have here king e6, bishop f3, the same pattern. Alright. So again, if king moves on king d6, then we have here king d4, and we will discuss further. So after this move, we have here another knight check, and again after king f5, another move, king knight d5. Again, we have another pattern. You remember that the knight should always move to white square since white is on the white square. So if he moves here, there is bishop g4. Again, the king cannot move here, and if king move on d6, it's really an easy task because as you can see, white the black king is already near to the white squared corner where white can easily checkmate. Absolutely, this is really a very easy task now. So now, again, in this position, we say that black will still move to the corner, the white square corner. So if for example black plays that move, then here comes king e5. Again, if black move on the g5, then we have knight f4. Again, we will try to move from this square. Remember that the knight goes to the white square and the king is behind, and we will create an L-shaped pattern to the bishop, and then the black king cannot create, or the black king has little movement if you create such pattern. Alright, that's why we have played this line. So again, if black king moves here, where then we have knight e6. Again, king moves here, then we have king e4. In this case, the king is already near to the white square corner. It's really an easy task to checkmate the king. Like for example, let's have an example here. So if king h4, then we have king f3, no choice. because it's the only way. Again, and now the knight goes. This knight will go to knight f5. It will create position where the black king cannot move. It can also move here so that the king cannot escape. There's a lot of ways why that this pattern has been called. As long as you are putting same color of the square between the knight and the bishop, you have a very easy checkmate ways. So here, if king moves on king g4, then we have here king g4, again king g1. This is an easy task now, because after this king g3, king f1, we have knight c2. It stopped the king from moving on e1, and after this we have king e2, and an easy task will come out. Then king f3 check, king moves here, knight g5, king g1, and check, and now checkmates. Right? So it's an easy task. Let's move forward. So that's why it's not easy for black to choose if the lone king will go to the corner where it has the same color with the opponent's white's bishop. That is why in this position, black will always instead of moving here, black will always try to go to the opposite color of the bishop's square. So in this case, the king moves there, but it's just still the same thing. It's an easy task. So king f5, bishop f7. We have here king bishop check on h5. Again, there's no way to escape from that kind of check, and he has only 3 options. So for example, we have here king g7. Again, we have now knight f4 going to e6. Again, we have a big L-shaped pattern where the king will stop from its movement. Again, if he moves here, then we have king f6, and there's no other way out there. And we have now king h8 check, and this has been discussed in part 1, where it's an easy task. So what's the move? You are right, waiting move. King h6, bishop, again opposition to the king, as what we have discussed. Again, this is not so good. We will have a knight zigzag pattern to checkmate the king. So there you go, king move. So of course cannot move on h6. King f4, king h6. There is another check, and then a waiting move so that the king will move here, and again knight opposition to the king pattern. And it's just an easy task, very easy task. Check, there you go, knight move, check. You can watch the part 1 on this kind of pattern. It's really an easy task. Again, after this move, king bishop g8, the king has to move. Again, we have opposition to the king. Now we just discussed here. Again, if you move here, king moves up, knight d2. You see the zigzag pattern. King escapes, very easy, block the check. So here it's really very annoying for black. So he has he has 2 choices. So for example, he plays here Just the same thing. King moves up. Here you go. Uh, we have bishop e2. You can you can also try this move. So after king moves here, and again we have the same pattern of checkmate, and king moves down, the same thing, king moves up, knight g2, force, opposition, check, waiting move, there you go, check, checkmate. Very easy. So this is the finale of our video. uh, as long as you create the big L-shaped pattern between the bishop and knight, where the both squares have the same color. So if the bishop is on the white square, the knight should be on the white square. This creates a pattern or an attack or a weapon where the lone king has lesser movement, and in this case checkmate is inevitable to this position. And again, I hope you have enjoyed my two videos for this bishop and knight endgame. I hope you study more so that you can easily uh, checkmate the king, even you have lesser time like 1 minute or even seconds left on your clock. As long as you know the pattern, it's really an easy task to checkmate the lone king. And again, please subscribe for more video updates. Thank you for watching.